Tricky. What a long weekend, I guess. Now I'm back. And where did I stop? I believe I stopped where we had difficulty with some animations. So let's see. How can I solve it? Can I solve it? I don't know. What's this little thing here? We have multiple instances of it. And nothing worked, right? Like, we have an animation here. And as we can see, it does work in the animation. But sadly, I cannot trigger it. And I don't know why. Because whatever is in that level sequence, the rest of it does work. Like the visibility here, we are able to make it invisible. One, of course, way to do it would be maybe spawning it and then starting the animation, I guess. What we could try though is see if we can make the visibility false. Right? How do I do that? Maybe I should go to the level first. Here. So, plus default scene route, maybe. Oh, actor hidden in game. Perfect. So here we can just say it's invisible. And the animation we don't care about for now. Let's see if it works. Okay. And so yes, as we can see, the level instance has a reference to it. There is no other way. So whatever is happening there, I'm not sure why it's not triggering, because the reference does work. Makes no sense. Clearly the reference is there, we can do an invisible on that thing, but we cannot start the animation. Why? There must be a simple solution to this. Why is this not going? Like, it works here. I can open it here in the editor. So what's the issue, right? Because as we can see, or saw, I had the reference to make it invisible, so why does the reference for the animation not work? It's the same actor. And this is an editor, and as we can see, we can trigger the animation with this thing. So if this timeline is here, and the timeline is the reference and correctly referenced, and as we can see, the visibility can be changed, why does the timeline for the animation not work on runtime, but in editor time? Makes no sense. It makes no sense. So if I went and started this again, would we see this? Maybe. Could it be that the hole is like behind us? XY. This in the minus YX plus direction, I guess. Where are we looking at while we're in the other sequence? Yeah, we don't need to save anything there. Where are we looking at? So we are actually looking at somewhere else, but here's the correct rotation, because it's opening here for sure. In that regard, I can also make it so that the actor is always open, but I think that it is already always open, right? Well, I cannot see it here, so maybe not. I'm also thinking about the shader here is a little convoluted, maybe. Maybe we need some kind of way to make it a little simpler, hiding some lines maybe. I don't know how. Maybe I can just make the grid size larger. Maybe. So okay, it's not open. And here's the animation. That didn't work. And so just to make sure, that crystal actor here. No, we need the background thing, right? Is it this one? Where's the actor here? That's the guy? Cocoon 3. Cocoon 2. I mean, it is the guy, yes. Base is 1. It says 0.5 for now. So it is open halfway. You can see that there is a hole there. And here's the hole, and it should be opening now. But it isn't. Let's open the sequence. Yeah, it's just not working. The animation is just not triggering. Why? What's the issue here? Why can't we play the animation? Is this the problem? Oh my god, it is because of that. Interesting. Okay, we got it. What a strange thing. Not really obvious if you don't have it in your mind. But now it's clear why it's not working. Because it is actually not looking at... not void wall. It is actually not looking at the correct way to animate it. It is looking for the... for the blueprint to get triggered. But it should look at the asset. So, okay. That's nice. And go to 1 here again. Which means now it should be able to open. Save all. Hey Phil! How are you doing? It has been a while. And here it goes. Now let's see if it's triggering. It changed here, and then now the hole should be opening. Didn't open. Why? Here's the Cocoon actor. It is the animation asset. Well, this is strange now. I'm also doing good, I think. Okay, why does this not work? It just worked. And now it doesn't work. Why is this custom mode now? What's going on? Huh. Well, you look at that, it's like changing it by itself. If you go here, it just changes it to some kind of custom mode. This thing changes something on the blueprint. What do you mean, LLM? The LLM playing your game? So strange. Are there properties? I know what an LLM is. But yes, you hooked it up to your game. Or is it a different game, as you say, text adventure? Because your other game is probably not a text adventure, is it? Why can't I right click here anymore? Ah, I can only right click at some certain areas. Condition. Animation mode. I feel like this track is overwriting the animation mode. Text adventure is just an existing old one. Once on something called Z engine and font one written sharp. I see. Guess I'll just kick this out then. And try to add it again, maybe it refreshes. Just strange, why was it, why does it work on editor? And what does custom mode even mean? Let's try this again. Man. Well, here we are. Let's try this, I guess. Man, I'm so tired. Nope. It's not working. It's only working if I change something on the Cocoon actor. Wait, is that true? Huh. If I move it a little bit, then it gets a reference. This is clearly a Unreal bug. It's just not able to get the reference right unless you update. Great. Amazing. Fantastic. Oh my god, fine, then I'll do that differently. Stupid. Can we trigger an event here? How do I add? Here, okay. Go here and then say points bind to. Trigger animation right there. Okay, and then we can say this is again via blueprint. This. And now, this will not work, of course, here. But on runtime, this should be working again. Let's see. Oh my god. So it didn't work. Again. Like, if this is also not working, I really don't know what else we can do. This is extremely strange. Oh my god, okay. It is triggered. The blueprint is actually going through and doing its thing. This thing is just not doing anything, even though we are saying play animation. What else can I do to play the animation? It makes no sense. Maybe that's the problem. No, it's not playing. This is so stupid. If this works... Nope. This is so strange. Like if I say this thing here is like custom mode, whatever, and then in play mode I go select it and say now it is animation blueprint, for instance, now it opens. So what is changing? What am I doing wrong? Okay, 10 seconds, let's wait. Maybe that event begin is breaking something. It is breaking it. Excuse me? Is the animation actually adding instead of... instead of setting? Is that the issue? So let me be clear. Wait, no. If I make 0.5, it's still not working. So if I say set morph target to 0.5, it's just not working. Right? So the moment we set the morph targets ourselves, the animation loses it. Doesn't work anymore. Why? But that's bad now. How am I supposed to say the thing is closed? Maybe Google knows it, this. Unreal. Morph target animation doesn't work after blueprint set. Nope. That's not how we can search it. I don't know how to search this. Like, I do want to set whatever is the morph target, because if I don't, this is a gaping hole. Yeah, right, Phil? Makes no sense. The moment I do set morph target, we cannot animate it anymore. It's like this thing is overwriting whatever animation is going, unless you go into edit mode and then do a manual change on the actor, then it refreshes itself again. It's so weird. This must be an Unreal error. Okay, wait. Unreal. Set default morph target value. That would already help us. Okay, maybe it's not possible. This is so stupid. Let me get some more tea. Okay, so what do I do now? Is it the animation itself that's breaking? Where's the animation anyway here? Let's size something here. An edit curve. Oh my god. I mean, we need this. This is very important. Like, okay, I could now go and try to solve it so the default value is 0. So we wouldn't need to set morph target. But what if in the future I have some kind of morph target that needs different starting positions? Right? I cannot just ignore that this is not working. Like, I'm sure I can do something in Blender to make it so that the export does have all 9 vertices. Somehow, I mean, that's also a very, very strange behavior. If you have 9 vertices in the same position, Unreal just thinks, yeah, okay, I can merge some. Which is so stupid. But what do we do with this? Like, I want this to be 1, not 0 at start. And I cannot just go here and say this is 1, right? That does not work, does it? Yeah, it just doesn't save that. When checked, animation system takes control of morph target weights. Is this the issue? When we do set morph target, that this check mark goes away? What is this check? Morph target. Let's see. Can we do that? What does set disable? Like, there's no other thing that we can do here. Skeletal mesh. What's the difference between these two? That said, allowed nim curves. And the built-in animation of this component should run and component ticks. Here. I don't understand, man. We can go with the clear. If I go and say clear morph targets right here, then the animation starts. If I even go and say this should be closed. I go here, now it's closed. 2 seconds later, now it's opening. Didn't open. Oh, we are not triggering this trigger animation. It'll be like this. 1, 2. But then, if I reset, we can see a goddamn flickering. Oh man. This is so bad. Look at this. I can clearly see it flickering there. Oh my god, how do I solve this? So if we set a morph target, it is like, it is solid, concrete in there. You cannot do an animation afterwards. And if I clear it before I play the animation, there's a little reset where you can see it 1 frame resetting. This is so stupid. Can I clear the morph target after I play the animation? I mean, it shouldn't change anything. Oh, I didn't see a flicker though. What? That solves the flickering? This is so insane! I'm losing my mind! I don't know. I don't know. This is so stupid. What happens if the animation is over? Stays open, of course. What if the animation closed the hole again? What if this went actually not to 0 to 0.5 instead? Would this now be at 1 when the animation stops? No, it keeps it. It keeps it, so that's good. Which means the correct way to do this would be to play an animation that sets it to something instead of using the set morph target. So messy. Holy shit. Okay. So what do we do? Do I export another empty animation? And then just edit that with a curve? And this curve is just 0. Does that even make sense? Ow. Okay. Anyway, that's the solution to the problem. Just need to clear morph targets before we play, or after we play, and while it's playing. Like triggering and right after we have to clear morph targets if we set the morph target. Such a weird behavior. Oh, I'm thinking about the god race. We can leave this. That's fine now. We can leave this. Now our animation works. This one we can delete completely. This one can also go now. So let's test this in our little main. Main is here, let's delete the other thing. So yes, we can play the animation and it stays that way. Could I get rid of these pixelated things and just have one color? Maybe it's time to say goodbye to this checkered stuff. Our spheres should not cast a shadow. We do that. Unreal skeletal mesh disable shadow. Mesh component in the blueprint. Lighting. Shadow. There we go. And this is that. Okay, checkered stuff. The background. This anymore. This one we need to be. This. Wait, not what I wanted. Yes. Okay. How about this? Maybe a backup would be nice. This should be fine. Yeah, let's see how it like now. Looks fine-ish, but I think the forest and ground need different texture. We'll just need to add. Yeah, looks better. Which means we can reactivate the rotator again. Seems like I may have deleted that actor. Although, what's happening with this shader then? That worlds? It does move with the thing, which is good. How about rotation? Good. So we can just make a rotator. Get rotation. Could I have an angle that's... Maybe it's fine like this. Okay. Say 10 for now. Hey Abigail! Long time no see. How are you? Where have you been? What's the news? Are you good? Oh. What kind of difficult? Can I even ask? I'm also good, I think. I'm just wrestling with Unreal. But somehow I'm winning now, so... Oh. Wait, breakup? Am I confusing you with someone? I thought you may have broken up before? But maybe it's someone else, I'm not sure. Ah, I see. I'm rather surprised that I'm still remembering it. Okay, let's get this in here. Please. Why can't I do this? Cannot attach actor with static. Ah. Movable. Movable, movable. How about now? Okay, if I say play, this should not... Oh my god, this effect is so nice. I like it. Okay, which means if we now go to the main and then play and then fight that crystal and win, we should be able to see the background while it is also turning. Let's see. So fighting here. All right. So here's the sequence. And now that thing should open here. It's not turning. Why is it not turning? Why, my friend, are you not turning? Wait, is this the wrong... Where's the rotator? Huh? Oh, I put it in the back. I put it in the backup. I put it in the backup. Whatever. Put it here then. They are all movable. Put them here. Okay, so. Yeah, monkey brain, good brain. How is my game going? How to say this? It's going well, but I'm stuck with the intro stuff. I would like to do more things, but it turns out making the intro, I found out that I needed a lot of new systems. I'm wrestling with that right now. So all in all, there is progress, but I hope that would be a little faster. But sadly no. But as you can see, how to say this? This is like the second part of the intro. The first part is, I could show you. Let me see if I can show you. Where do I turn this on? Let me think. Controllers. Controller. Right now we enter this. Go start fade screen. Switch to camera. Initial. Void level creates player. Wait, this is probably a one too early. Let's see. Well, yeah. We are pretty far in development days. That doesn't mean we are far in development altogether, that is. Good logic. Okay. Bigger. Give me a moment. Where do I start my game? God damn it. Oh man. Start game. Start after. Go splash screen. Splash screen over. There it is. Okay, so all I have to do is reroute to this, and then we can see the whole intro. So, I am working on this intro for a while, and the idea is you start the game and it just says you received some kind of program from a friend, and then you just start that and you have like this console and it says it's doing stuff, and then you are getting transported into the world. Let's see if it works. There it is. You're in front of your computer, blah blah blah. How do I skip this? There we go. And yeah, he just says that, yeah, the components are not ready yet, so you have to be a human guy that just tries to substitute the functionality. Yeah, it's my own font actually. You download the file and run it, a console prompt appears. And it's broken. It's sadly broken because it already knows that we have a save game. How can I tell it not to load that save game? You need to see that this thing does not load the save game. Ah, here it is. Save game registry. So yeah, here's the loading right now. So I'll just say this is false. It should now start it correctly. So let's say yes. Yeah, basically now you have this little sequence with this console. You could pay attention and find out that something is going on, but it will go pretty fast, so you might be not seeing everything. And that's the idea actually, so you don't understand what's going on here. And after this, the game is actually saving all these little sequences, so if you crash the game and start it again, it starts at the things that it already did. It's just for style. Also, these things will change, of course, because I just had to do something, but it is long, yes. And that's it. So if I close the game now and had the save game stuff, we would start at this screen. We wouldn't see everything again. So if I say no, this would cancel. And if you start it again, you would be prompted to the same screen. So you don't have to actually see the whole animation again. And probably I will add some kind of skipping functionality if you are a returning player or something. Like, I don't know, you reinstalled the game without a save game, maybe there is some kind of cheat or whatever that you can skip all of this. Anyway, for now it's not skippable. So if we go into the game and then you end up here, the fading etc needs some working, but basically this is some kind of cyberspace that you land on. You're this abstract thing where you don't even see that it's moving, but I need to add something that you can actually see, that you can control it. And you have this thing here that the console was hinting at, that it's broken. And the idea is that you have to repair that thing now. So you go there, and then you have to fight it. So you have these things. Maybe you can actually collect them around before you can fight this thing. And the idea is now that this thing is changing its color, and you have to get the correct color to damage it or repair it in that sense. You can see that it's wiggly all over, very glitchy. And with red against red it doesn't work, but if we change to magenta, you can actually see that one of the edges will now stabilize while we do this little attack. As you can see, this thing is now not wiggling anymore. I will just go ahead and win this fight, which is also taking a lot of time, so I need to find out to make this a little shorter at some point. But for now, it's like this. I can also, of course, skip all the animations. It just works. Well, let's go and do it until it's almost dead. So it changes again, and there's only one side that is glitchy. And then we go and repair that too. And we win that fight. And from here now I would need to make more things happen. And I just was able to open this because there was some Unreal problems, and we need to do stuff from here now. And the idea is that this little portal opens to this world outside, as you can see here. And some kind of Orpling flies through it and fights us. So I now need to do that, but before that I probably want to add some kind of geometry here that we can do some kind of God Ray animation on it. Also, what I think is a little bad is that whatever I did here with the backgrounds is a little too much. It is maybe a little too much, too many colors, too many movement, etc. But this is like the first iteration, so whatever. But yeah, I think the whole thing is now rather good. It could be a little higher, maybe, but maybe that's not that important. We could move the thing a little down, but I think I want it to be rather high. Let's see. Anyway, let's reactivate the save game. Which means if I start now, we should be ending up right there. Perfect. Let's think. I need some more geometry. Also, when was it? 1 week or 2 weeks ago? I made a Discord channel or Discord server. If you want to join, you can. The public one is somewhere down here, I think. Yeah, there's a symbol there. Yeah, monkey server. Doesn't have much, but I already have some auto moderation and some channels. It still needs some work. As everything needs work, but step by step, right? Can't be perfect at immediately if you never did it before. What do I need? I need that cocoon. Where was that? World meshes, I guess. Void this thing. So, one of the problems is, which is not a problem probably, but this circle is not a perfect circle. This is that bothering us. What we need is that these have the same angle out. I need to get all of this and I guess we need another focal point. Just a little more out. What do we do then with the shape keys? That will be interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's find the middle point here. Or maybe not. Let's do something else. How would I be able to move it past? Could get just that point, I guess. And then just scale it over. Okay, let's do that. First, let's add a vertex there. And select this. Scale it a little further away. And then this would be like this. That angle, nice. Or should I go further out? Like this? And that might work. Okay. Now. We just scale out. Zero point 1. No. 1.1. 0.5. 1. No. Maybe this is good. Maybe 2, like this. This will be a transparent material after all. Maybe that's too much. Does it matter? Let's do that. This could work. Okay. It moved all along. Maybe it's a better idea to do this instead, though. I think these sizes are not matching pretty well. Is that a problem? I move these along. Or is this fine? I guess this is fine, whatever. The first iteration of it, whatever. Okay, let's flip these. What was it? No. Okay. Work. Now we just need another shader. Wait, this never had a shader. Okay then. This one is the Cocoon. This one is God Ray. All these ones not Cocoon. Fine. Select. Select. Okay. So now I guess we can export this. Hopefully it works. Is it this one? Yes. Then export. Okay. Where was it? Here. I just re-import. Okay, and this is Cocoon. Good, and hopefully this thing works. Let's see how that goes. Funny enough, I don't see that thing. We need to add that God shader though. God ray shader. Cool, my tracking died. I didn't even realize. Does it work now? I think it is. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. Now it should open there. Perfect. Just need the God Ray shader. I need a UV unwrap of these. Did not think about that. How can I make sure the right side is being unwrapped? I can't, right? Probably. So I need some kind of texture to be able to make this happen. Now the question is, what resolution should this have? Does it matter that much? Do I already have something like this? Would be nice. Let's see, 2D effects. No, we don't. Okay, let's just make one. Why is there no monkey role in your server? What do you mean? There is. Role names. Should I? But you can't, you're not a monkey. I'm the only monkey. You have to check out my role. It says the monkey. Of course not. What did you think? There's only one monkey. And that's me. No one else can be a monkey. One, two, eight. How sad? Well, that's life. Deal with it. Because I say hello monkey in the hopes that people say hello monkey back. I don't say hello monkey to others. I say hello monkey with a wishful how to say? You know, as like repeat after me kind of thing. Exactly. You're weird. I'm not weird. I'm monkey. What do you mean? How rude. Exactly. On that regard, whenever I say good morning monkey or good night monkey, people need to say that too, but no one does. I need to teach you guys. If you can't be monkey, you don't know what to do with your life? Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but this is how it is. This is life. You can't be everything you want. Only I can be anything I want. Because I'm monkey. Let's see. Workspace. To the effects. What do we call this? Some kind of gradient. Something like that. Boop, boop. And then we can just close this. We don't need changes. Exactly. That's one of the rules of the monkey, by the way. There are a lot of monkey rules. Not the server rules. The monkey rules. Like rule number 1, monkey is not cute, monkey is cool. It's very important. Why is it called test? I already had a gradient in here. Now I have 2 gradients. How stupid. Whatever. What do you mean God complex? Excuse me? You're just jealous. Okay. Like this. How do I put this right there? Can I even? Well, this is exactly how I want it to go. Just need to adjust the positioning, I guess. SX0 SY no GY SY0 that's strange. Oh, it's because of this. Okay. SX0 SY0 SX0 should be nice now. Okay, the direction seems to be correct here. Right? This one is wrong. So we have to turn this R90. No, R180. Oh! This R90. Minus 90. And so on. Okay, now we got them all in the correct thing. this. And oops. There we go. I'm not sure if this is a problem. It should be correct. What's up with this guy though? The lighting is messing my perception up. Is the same material? What's going on with this? I feel like the lighting messing with my head, but I think this is fine now. Let's export this. 1, 2. Re-import. Oh, of course. Turn edit mode. Export. Here. Import. No. Yeah, seems to be correct now. Now let's make that God Ray shader. Material God Ray shader. And then this needs to be a translucent unlit opacity and a color. Wait. Not correct. We need that texture. One. No, mip maps, world, vector, nearest safe. And then boom. So, depending on this thing, the opacity needs to be one or the other. We could also multiply by this parameter. But for now, this is just one. Can I set this range at and multiply with our gradient, and that should be it. Apply, maybe it's safe. Now we can add that God Ray in here. A little too strong, but that's fine. It needs to be two-sided though. Apply. Yeah, that's good. I think. It's nice that we cannot see it when it's 1, but there is like this little... I can see it a little bit, so we might need to animate this. For now it's fine. I wonder how this will look like now. Let's see. I hope it looks good. Yeah. Nice. I think this looks good. Could even make this larger maybe, but that's fine. I think this is okay. And now some kind of Orpling needs to fly through here. We need to make some kind of dummy Orpling. I don't know if it will look good or bad. But my bet would be it will look horrible when I do it. Question is, if that thing flies in, is it in orb form or does it fly as a, I don't know, this griffin thing? Maybe orb form is the correct answer here. See. Could we play with the camera a little bit? We also need to spawn the player in there. Okay. Also, this thing. Overlapping. This is maybe not good. Can I tell a shader to be in a higher render hierarchy? So this is like always on top of this. Before depth of field, after depth of field. Let's say before, what happens? That's nice. So I could cheat it by using the passes. It would be nice if they would be in the same paths and just have the rendering queue. Maybe I should Google this. Unreal material translucent order or something. And it's translucent material. Okay. Starting objects, distance from camera, back to front. That's not correct. Oh, maybe it's the object. Okay. Okay, wait. So if it's right now in front, no, it's not. To apply. It is in front, so if I use this now, I see. So it takes the center of the object to render it. And since they are in the same one, it does not know which one first. And that's a little sad. Translucent sort priority. Which is where? Is it here? Ah, here. Translucent sorting priority. Distance offset, that's funny. An object with a lower. So lower is behind. If I say 1, it is in front. So can I tell this thing? B minus 1. Yes. Maybe that's the way to go here. Which means this translucency will always be rendered before everything else, so everything else can be rendered on top, which is maybe fine because it's a background, but since I called this shader God Ray, it could be used anywhere. I might need to call it background God Ray, so it does not get used anywhere else. Something like this. Okay, so we solved that. Oh, we didn't solve it. Why though? Is this not sorting after? Oh, it's not. Interesting. What happened? Maps. Level. Oh. Oops. Ah, interesting. Maybe that's also a problem, right? Because what is getting... This needs to be in front of the crystal. Well, let's do this one. And the cocoon needs to be -1. We can actually test the other thing now too. Oh yes, the translucency here is correct. That was broken before, now it works. Let's spin this real quick. Yeah. Nice. So now we can go and play around with the camera. I thought. How can I play around with the camera here. Oh. To be out probably. Maybe like this. A little too fast. This might have a problematic implication, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that's fine. No. This could work. Now after that, we need that Orbling. Question is, how do we do that? I concept something next stream. Try to model it. I know it will look horrible. But what else can I do, right? I need some kind of asset. Okay, I guess we're done here for now. Oh god. I guess next stream will be again something where I'm very shaky. But I'm rather satisfied with the level sequence process, I guess. The only thing that is maybe a problematic thing is if I have two sequences to be able to edit them both. I could look into something, right? What if we go into the level, go into The level sequence. Yeah, it will not be there. But I could do this. Yeah, it won't work. All the references are dependent on each other. I cannot easily have them. Right. Can I have this guy in here while the sequence is open? Does the sequence know? Oh. Well, I mean, the sequence is there, but it doesn't set the visibility. I don't know. So yeah, that's a little problematic that I cannot fuse them, I guess. Maybe it's possible the other way around. I go here. Do not save the main. I go here and then open the sequence. This one is visible. I add the main map in here and then go to sequence. Or this thing. Does it have the camera? Well, that works. If that works, can I add a shot? Aha! So we could be able to edit everything. I just need to go to the map and then add the main map. Everything works. This is an easier way to do the thing. The only thing is, of course, I cannot trigger the animations. Yeah, I cannot trigger the animation for this instant because this is with a set morph target. And then everything is triggered by blueprint, so that doesn't work. But if my morph target would start with the 0 being the beginning, then I could also trigger animations. But for now, that's one limitation of this process, I guess. But that's fine, it's not a big deal. Alright, I guess next time we will try to make the primal arbling. Oh god. I'm so dead. I'm not sure who's still here, but Phil and Heavy Grail, thanks for tuning in. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye, monkey.